Hello there, my civics people. This is Mr. Baker. This is my intro video for civics, fourth quarter civics at Gateway. This fourth quarter is going to be a little bit different because we're going to probably be doing the majority of it at home. Currently, April 17th is the day that Governor Hutchinson, has said schools will be out till. I've heard some rumors it might go longer than that. I can't verify that, but we'll take it as it comes. We'll figure this out together along the way. I'll give you some grace. I ask that you give me some grace as we work our way through this unprecedented, which is the word that you've heard a lot during this time. This has never really happened in American history. So you guys are living through history, which as a history teacher is exciting to me, but I just wish it wasn't this kind of history because this is kind of we've kind of changed our lives in a lot of ways. So I'm just going to go over today what civics is. I want to give you a brief intro to what we're going to cover. We'll talk about attendance. We'll talk about the mechanics behind grading and all of that. I'm sure you've gotten a lot of this probably from Mr. Vest's video that he put out for your orientation for Monday and Tuesday. Now for attendance, the first 2 days, we're just going to take it based on who signs up for the Google Classrooms. So be sure to sign up for all your Google Classrooms so you can get counted as being here for Monday and Tuesday, being at school. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a quick overview of civics. What does that mean? What are some things we're going to talk about? So I'm just going to read the description right off the course syllabus. It's pretty good. It's pretty much to the point, and then we'll go over by unit what we're going to be looking at. Okay. So what is civics exactly? Civics is a study of government and a person's role within the government. You will understand the foundations of democracy in the United States and the relationship you have with a participatory government. The word democracy is very important. Democracy is a form of government, the flavor of government that this nation's had pretty much since the founding, since at least 1789. And some people say maybe with the Articles, even a pure form of democracy. So the word, if you break it down, demos, which means the people, crassy means rule of. So it's the rule of the people, power to the people. There are two forms, two flavors of democracy. There's direct democracy and representative. Direct is where everybody votes on everything. And representative is where we hire a representative or elect a representative to go to Washington, in our case, and to vote for us. So that's your senators, your Congress people, those guys and gals that go do that. So direct democracy wouldn't really work here. It was used in Athens way back when in ancient Greece. Could you imagine everyone getting together, all 300 million plus Americans, to vote on every little issue? It just doesn't work in a country of this size. So that's why we have representative democracy. So at the end of the semester, you will walk away with an understanding of the impact individuals have on their communities and government when they practice civic values. So we have certain responsibilities and things that are expected of us as citizens of this country. We have certain duties. There's a social contract that we live under. We agree to live under certain rules called laws. And if we break those laws, we have to have our rights taken away for a time, and that's jail. So that's that. There's also like jury duty, being drafted. If a country calls on you to defend it, those things are considered civic duties. Civics, the Constitution, laws, politics, and government is really about you. It's about all of us, okay? We're talking about all the forces that shape the issues that get you fired up. And we've talked about these issues in my class before. It ranges from illegal immigration to abortion to freedom of speech, freedom of the press, the Second Amendment. How far should that go? All these things are things that we usually talk about in civics. We're not going to be together every day to do that, unfortunately, for a lot of the fourth quarter. But when we do our Google Hangouts, if you guys want to have a little debate discussion about some of the day's current issues, I'm cool with that. Okay, and that's part of civics for sure. So, Unit 1, we're going to look at civics and political institutions, where we're going to look at the different types of government, democracy being one. We talked about that already briefly. We'll talk about the other kinds that people have lived under. Some people are living under different types today in the world. We're also going to look at the history of the United States and what got us to our current form of government. Unit 2 is the legislative branch and citizenship. So we're going to look at what it means to be a citizen, just like I talked about those duties and things like that, expectations. And then we're going to look at the legislative branch. Everybody's favorite political entity in the United States being Congress. Yay! the House of Representatives and the Senate right now is very deeply divided. And even with the current stimulus package that they just signed, that President Trump just signed to try to get some stimulus to the American people during this time of crisis in our country, they fought during that period too. Yay, Congress. Unit 3 is going to be about political parties, the election process, and the executive branch. Executive branch being the presidency. We'll talk about what the president can do, can't do, perks of the job, things like that. Who can run for president? The election process. We'll dig into the mechanics of that a little bit. Again, we're in an election year, so that'd be good to know for you guys. And political parties, the Republicans and the Democrats, everybody's favorite two groups in the country. And then Unit 4, which I'll probably fold Unit 4 into Unit 3, because I don't know if I'll have time to have a true Unit 4. It's going to be more about the judicial branch, which is the Supreme Court. So we'll go over their powers, their responsibilities, things like that. So attendance and grades. Let's get to that real quick. Attendance will be taken daily with a short assignment. If you've had me before, you know I do warm-ups. So I'm going to post warm-ups either in the same form I have or probably in a little bit of a change form, but that will be your daily assignment. That's what will give you the credit for being in the class for the day. So log on, do that little warm-up. It's not going to be huge. It's just a little something that I can show that you've been here for the day, and that's how attendance will be taken daily. Okay. Grades. So we have been directed to limit how much stuff we cover. So I'm sticking to the bare essentials. You're going to be getting one true grade a week. If it's a particularly short assignment, it might be 2 short assignments, but it'll probably be it'll be 1 grade a week, basically. We're not trying to overload you guys. We understand how difficult this is for us and for you guys to kind of figure this out along the way. So the district has said that we're going to try to limit the amount of work that you guys need that be expected to complete in a week. All right, so my info. I am Mr. Baker. You can reach me at mbaker@bentonvillek12.org by email. I've left, probably against my better judgment, I've left open the chat streams on Google Classroom. Guys, if you do post something on Google Classroom, please make it school appropriate, okay? Don't be, it's not a bathroom wall for you to scroll things on. So just be school appropriate with the stream so I can keep it up. I decided to do that because during this time I want to keep open as many avenues of communication that I can with you guys. So if you want to post something on Google Classroom, some communication with me, that's great. Again, just be school appropriate with it, okay? So my office hours are 10 to noon, Monday through Thursday. Fridays have been set aside for you guys as a time to get with your all your teachers through Google Hangouts, email, whatever. I can do any of that with you guys. You just need to schedule ahead of time so we can get that taken care of. I think that's about it. So Monday through Thursday is when you'll have assignments. Then Friday, you need to check in with me. So if you have any questions on assignments, grades, you just want to talk to me for a minute, maybe about an issue, that's fine. We can do that. All right. So let's have a great quarter. We're almost to the end, guys. We're almost to May. So let's finish strong, even in this time of uncertain, unprecedented times. We can still finish strong. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, this is Mr. Baker signing out, and I will talk to you guys in a little bit.